Recently, I've implemented some pretty drastic changes, what some might call pretty drastic changes. For me, this just feels like the natural evolution of my lifestyle and always in search of feeling the best that I can feel in this life. In this video, I'm gonna share with you everything that I've changed and why I changed it and how great I'm feeling. Spoiler alert, how great I'm feeling after implementing all of these changes. Welcome back to my channel, everybody. My name is Kathleen Hart. I'm a mindset and weight loss coach. And in this channel, I really want to show you that living a healthy lifestyle at your goal weight can be fun, the journey can be easy, and it can make you feel great. I want everyone to wake up every morning and say, I feel amazing. And on this channel, I show you exactly what I'm doing and how I got there, hopefully to inspire you. Anyone ever wants to work with me, all of the links are down in the description box. So why do we want our big goals? We always want them because we think in having them, we're gonna feel so much better than we do right now. So we want more money, we want a perfect partner, we want love, we want relationships to just be resolved with our family and friends. We want health, we want weight loss, because we think in having those things, we're going to just feel so much better than how we feel right now. So what I wanna tell everyone out there is to dream big. Go for it, have the big goals. What do you really want out of life? How do you wanna feel? Get really clear on where you would love to be. What is your dream scenario? That's kind of what I did, and that's what I've been doing for years now. I'm always mapping out my goals, and I'm always trying to see, like, how can I improve this or improve that? I'm very solution oriented, and that's how I coach my clients too. I want you to have the mindset of I can be, do, or have anything, so what do I really want? And that's when the dream big really is important. So in this video, I'm gonna give you the 5 major changes that I've made to my life in the past 30 days. Technically, I'm on day 35 right now as I'm filming this video, but just in the last 30 days, I have seen a dramatic change in not only my physical body, but my mental health, and then also my internal, like how I feel on the inside. And these are all of the things that I've done to get where I'm at now. So think about this. I felt these changes in the first couple days. So I would say in the first 5 days, I felt immediate changes, which I'll explain. But now being in it for 30 days, it's wild how good you could feel too just by implementing small changes. So the first thing I did is give up alcohol. I know. And if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know I used to cook right behind me with my glass of red wine, and I used to love it, and it was great. And it was a natural progression of cutting back. Then I started only drinking on the weekends. And then recently I was like, you know what? Even when I drink on the weekends, I feel like I'm losing a little bit of the weekend. So when I decided to make all of these changes, the first thing I knew had to go, probably not forever, but for right now, was the alcohol, was the wine and the Prosecco. Those are my 2 go-tos, my favorites. And as hard as it was to kind of get through the first weekend and then the second weekend of not drinking, it got so much easier. And now I feel amazing. Not only has my sleep improved, but my weekends have gotten better. And I've been to parties, I've been to family functions. We had Easter during this time, and I can successfully say I ditched the alcohol. So if anyone is kind of on the fence about giving up something like alcohol, which is so socially acceptable, and there's so many things on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, on TV, on commercials, on ads that are just, it's all alcohol. And I'm noticing it more now because of course I'm not drinking it, but it's everywhere. So it's very socially acceptable, and sometimes we find it hard to give up things that are so socially acceptable. But I challenge you, if you feel motivated and you feel like, yes, that feels like something I wanna try it with no expectations at all. Because remember, when we put expectations on ourselves and we put these like imaginary rules on ourselves, sometimes that's enough to make us rebel and give up very quickly. So instead, just say to yourself, I'm gonna try to go alcohol free for this many days, and just make it a small little goal that you can stick to. And once you stick to that, do another day and then another day. Make it easy for your mindset to get on the vibe of saying, I'm taking a break from this right now. And maybe your thing isn't alcohol, maybe it's soda, or maybe it's sugary drinks like Red Bull, like a Monster drink or something like that. That's just, you just have an inkling that I think I should cut back on this. Whatever that is for you, that could be something that you walk away from this video and say, I think I'm gonna try to cut back or cut out this thing, whatever it is, for a short amount of time and see how I feel. But I can tell you just from giving up alcohol, my sleep has improved so much. Like, I have a Sleep Number bed and my sleep score has skyrocketed. I got a 98 the other night, and I'm just thrilled about how restful my sleep can be, just because I'm giving up one thing. So then the second thing that I decided to do was track my food. And if you guys are following me on Instagram, which you totally should be because I'm on there every single day, and I do Instagram only masterclasses. So they're exclusive to Instagram and my email list, and I started tracking my food. And I talk about this extensively on Instagram. And I started using MyFitnessPal and tracking all of my food. And for a little bit, I was a little bit reluctant to do this, but it really opened my eyes to not only how many calories I'm eating every day, which is perfect now. I feel like I'm in a good window, but it just keeps you very mindful of all of the food you're consuming. So to me, I would even be like, oh, do I want to treat myself with whatever this is? And then I would put it into MyFitnessPal and it'd be like 300 calories. And I'm like, maybe I'll skip that. And it's really made me mindful about all of the food that I'm putting in my mouth, everything I'm drinking. And not only that, it's kept me really, really on track, which the peace of mind of that is great. And then it can correspond my tracking information to the scale. And then I kind of know, like, oh, Tuesday night, I went down a pound. Like, what did I do on Tuesday that made me so successful in that little bit of weight loss? So it's really good information to have. And I always tell my clients, if you're not tracking, you have to start right now. So that's a little insider tip. You have to know what you're doing and what you're eating, and you gotta know what your baseline is to get any kind of results, because you've gotta know what you're doing right now and how that's affecting your weight and your results. So then the third change that I implemented in the last 30 days is I have only eaten foods that are going to improve my gut health. It has drastically changed so many things in my life. Well, first off, it did spark me to give up the alcohol for a little bit. So that was a great change. But it also has made me feel inside and out so much different for the better. So I recently took the full body intelligence test from Viome, and it has given me all of the information that I need for the inside so that I can improve my gut health. This video is sponsored by Viome, and I could not be happier to not only tell you guys and educate you about what you can get out of this test, but I want to share my experience with it because I literally want to just scream it from the rooftops how much better I feel. All you have to do is order it from the website. It gets shipped right to your door. You give your samples, you mail them back, and then within 2 to 3 weeks, you will get your full gut health test results, and everything is included right on their app, which is so easy to use, which to me is really important. The app, its functionality, super simple, super easy, and you can implement the suggestions on the food list right away, which is exactly what I did. If you guys saw my previous video, I got my results. I looked on the app at like 11 p.m. and then the next morning I was at the grocery store shopping for my gut health and then implementing the new food list to just improve my gut health as soon as possible. So this test that I took, I did the full body intelligence test. It uses mRNA technology to give you over 50 health scores for your gut, your microbiome, your oral health, and it just really tells you exactly what's going on in your body. A lot of people are choosing to do a food elimination diet, sometimes called elimination diet, where you kind of cut back on everything and then introduce food slowly to see what causes inflammation, what causes bloating. But instead, this test does that all for you. It tells you exactly what your gut needs and what to avoid. So my favorite part of this test specifically is you get a food list. That's right where I went. I looked at my scores and then I went right to the food list. You get a list of foods to eat, so superfood list, incorporate these foods as much as possible to bump up that gut health, and then the enjoy list, foods that are good to go, but then there's also an avoid list and a minimize list. On the avoid and minimize list was most of the foods I was already eating. Yeah, so it was pretty crazy. So I cut out all of those foods 100% right away, and I still haven't had any of those foods. I only eat now foods that are on the enjoy list or the superfood list. I've still been keeping with my low carb lifestyle. This is totally possible for you too. I follow a low carb lifestyle. I'm still able to carb cycle and stay between 25 and 45 net carbs per day. And I feel like now I've been able to implement these changes with ease. So with my test, you also get precision supplements that are made specifically for you and strengthening your gut health. And I also drink every day. There are pre and probiotics that come in an easy stick powder that you can take on the go. You can drink them at home. A lot of people ask me, what does it taste like? To me, it tastes like a unsweetened iced tea, like a black tea, just unsweetened. That's what it tastes like. And it mixes really well with other things. So if you have another drink that you like to drink in the afternoon, just pop that in there, mix it around, and it tastes phenomenal. Like, it doesn't give a very strong flavor, and I actually like it on its own, but I do mix it with other things too. I love the supplements too because I feel like I'm just getting there even faster. Like, I'm building the momentum faster. So I'm trying to do everything as best as I can, because remember what we talked about in the beginning of the video. I want to do all these things because I want to feel better. I just want to get there. I want to be in the best health that I can be, because I know that if I'm healthy, I can be the healthiest version of me for everyone in my life that I support. So not only my husband and my kids, but like friends and family and just people that I run into. Like, I just want to be the healthiest version of me so I can give the healthiest version of me. So the biggest changes that I've seen from eating off of my enjoy list and my superfood list is I've lost pounds of strictly inflammation, literally inflammation. I was so puffy in my entire midsection that now my stomach has never been this flat in years. I can honestly say that. In a few years, I have not had my stomach this flat. Mind you, I've had 2 kids. I'm 37 years old. I'm not, 21 anymore. So this means a lot to me to have the inflammation go down, to have a flat stomach, and just to be feeling really good in my skin. That's always a plus. But then I've also been feeling no symptoms of food discomfort. So I used to get really like bloated. I used to be really puffy like after I ate. I would be eating low carb. Now I know I was eating the wrong low carb foods for my gut health. So it was making me feel like irritable and kind of that blah feeling that you can't really put your finger on it, but you ate and now you're just like, oh, I just feel like I want to lay down. Like, I didn't get energy from my food. I kind of just feel blah. And I don't feel like that at all anymore. My food all now that I'm eating is giving me energy, and it's like really like pumping into me how good I can feel. So specifically for my subscribers, you can go to tryviome.com/lilpieceofheart, and that will get you 20% off your gut health test, plus 3 months of whatever supplements you decide. So you can go the supplement route plus the pre and probiotics, or you can just do the gut health test with the pre and probiotics. You can choose which one you want. You get 20% off and 20% off your first 3 months and free shipping. And this is a great thing too, because you get all of your results. You can get the precision supplements like I do, and then you get the pre and probiotic just to bump everything up. Like, let's get healthy. Let's feel our best inside and out. And you can do that now for the discounted price, and you can pause at any time. All of the links are going to be down in the description box, so you can check that out, read about it, do a little bit of research, see if it's right for you. And all you have to do again is go to tryviome.com/lilpieceofheart. That's tryviome.com/lil, L-I-L, piece of heart, H-A-R-T. And again, click the link down below and check it out. But thank you again to Viome for sponsoring this video. So then the fourth thing that I've implemented is my journaling. I've kicked it up a notch, definitely kicked it up a notch. And what I decided to do this time is follow some journaling prompts. So a few videos back, I talked about my favorite books. The Magic by Rhonda Byrne is by far one of my favorite books for not only getting into alignment, but raising your vibration and just really starting your day off and ending your day, or whenever you decide to journal, making your day maximize with positivity. So if you need something to follow, I highly recommend this book. It's linked down in the description box of most of my videos. If you haven't seen the book video yet, I'll link that down below too. Definitely check that out after you watch this one. But this is a 28-day journal prompt, guided journal prompt that you can do every single day. It's about I would say about 5 pages per chapter of reading, and then what exactly you need to do for journaling and what your activity is for that day, mindset wise. So I've been doing this, and it's made me journal with a purpose. So you guys know I love journaling. I highly recommend journaling. If you're finding yourself stuck, like, go buy a new journal and a new pen and go to town. But this has really sparked some joy back into my journaling, because now I have something specific that I'm journaling about. So you guys know I'm a mindset and weight loss coach. If you are not working on your mindset, stop what you're doing after you watch this video and start working on your mindset as soon as possible, because you're not going to accomplish, I know this might sound harsh, but it's true, you're not going to accomplish the goals that you're setting out to accomplish if you don't have the right alignment, the right vibration, and the right mindset. But the good news about that is you can change your mindset at any time. It doesn't matter if you're 5 years old, 15 years old, or 99 years old. You can change your mindset at any time. And it's so fun doing it. It's so transformational and amazing. So that's what I teach on, because that's an integral part of getting to where you want to be in your life. You can have all these big goals, but if you don't believe you can have them, you're not going to get there. So definitely, if you're interested in doing something guided, this is the best book ever. I highly recommend it. And it has really gotten me on a good feeling frequency. And then number 5, I decided to step it up again with some things that I'm already doing. So my steps and my water. So these are the 2 goals that I've been working on hardcore just to solidify. And I've been getting over 10,000 steps per day. I've been on the treadmill. You guys see my boomerangs on Instagram, like on the treadmill like this, because that is where it's at. It's now finally starting to get warm out, but for a while this past month it's been freezing. So it's hard to get outside and get active outside. And so I've just been going down to my basement and doing the treadmill. And if you don't have a treadmill, walk in place. And if you haven't seen my walking video, watch that. That will help you get motivated. You could do that video walking in place and just kind of chit chat with me. That's a great video. I'll link that down below as well. But these are all things that kind of make me feel really good. So getting over 10,000 steps per day has been a daily goal. And then my water goal. So you guys know I love to get 120 ounces of water per day. Sometimes that slacks, you know? We got a little bit busy with my kids' activities and then with what my husband and I were doing during the day. And if you're out and about and in the car a lot, like, who wants to have to pee every 2 seconds? Like, you guys know, sometimes your schedule doesn't allow you to drink 120 ounces of water per day without it being super annoying. So I kind of like was falling into the 70 to 80 ounce range, which I know is not bad. Like, it's still good. But for me, I know I was feeling dehydrated, so I needed to bump that up a little bit. So in doing that, I've been really mindful of my steps and my water, and that coupled with all the other things I'm doing, the no alcohol, the tracking all of my food, the eating specific foods for my gut health, and then also the journaling, all of those things put together have just literally transformed how I feel right now. I feel so good. I wish you guys could get inside my brain so you could really understand how good I feel, because this has been life-changing. And for me, I'm always looking for that next life-changing moment. That's kind of why I say it a lot. I'm always looking for that next moment, that new life-changing moment to just feel better, do better, and be better. So if you take away anything from this video, don't think that you have to do 5 things starting tomorrow. Instead, take one of the things from this list of mine or one of your lists. What do you want to accomplish in the next 30 days? And start with one thing. Start with one thing and make yourself an easy goal that you can stick to long term. Could be 3 days, it could be a week, it could be a month, however your brain decides to feel comfortable with it. So take that thing and start it as soon as possible. Start it first thing tomorrow morning, start it right now after you're done watching this. Either way, start something so you feel like, okay, I'm back in control and I can do this. I'm on my way to being the healthiest version of me. So don't have to do everything all at once, but I hope this video inspired you to start something and just run with it. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Definitely check out the gut health test link down in the description box. Thank you again to Viome for sponsoring this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, everybody.